I am one of the few people that actually spent his life in the business of building factories, buildings, towns, cities, whole countries. Um, Coming from a day when I had to develop and invent shoes just to be able to put shoes on my workers. I had to develop and invent the very shirt that I am now wearing, and also learn how to dye it or pay for the research that makes it be able to be black like it is in a unified color and not splotchy or changing. Literally, many years ago, I literally paid for the textiles which literally made the shirt on my back, as well as the methods that have been used to dye this shirt this color. I set up fields, had ground smooth, paid for it, paid for whole factories, paid for textiles to, I invented some myself, and paid for them to be improved and invented and continued to be invented. A lot of my work was the very foundation for civilization. When I started, there really literally was nothing. Many cities or towns or countries or whole countries, I literally spent money on to one day have them produce a profit. And many years later, they did not only produce a profit, but produce a fair amount of money and cloth. It wasn't just about the money, it was literally about the cloth. Cloth for my soldiers, cloth for my workers, cloth for the civilians that would inhabit my societies. Anyway, so that's what I did for many years. Building those places so I could provide more clothes for my people. So I could literally clothe my people, and not just my people, but other people's people. So, like I say, the cotton industry, I had to literally invent from the cotton ways of cotton picking to the very cotton textiles themselves, to the way of weaving cotton and all that. I invented that along with other people, or I paid to have other people and help me invent certain things, and then help to improve those things. And then also building water wheels and all that other stuff, and the belts, the cat gut, all that stuff. So anyway, it was a long 157 to 100-year period of inventing and struggling and investing in countries. And I would go from one country to another country. I would start in a country or go to a place where there's no one around and have the ground smooth and have buildings and textiles built. And then I'd pay people to work there and farm the land. And then I would take that and go somewhere else or use it somewhere else. So I built many countries. Britain, probably, England, Philippines, everywhere. A lot. Basically, pretty much I spent the first part of my life literally building every country. Russia, China, America. America was last, kind of. And lots of other countries. I don't know what people were doing, milling about or whatever, but I was doing this huge, like thing where I was like, yeah, do that like that. All right, yeah, let's go. You know, like just like this huge project civilization. I was basically doing project civilization, and roads and stuff. So I'm one of the very few people, probably possibly the only person, or at least one of the first people to ever really seriously go, this is possible, and we're going to do it. And I, in fact, at the cost of slitting my own throat financially, did it. I would just take money and people and go, okay, we're going to build this, and this is going to be mine. And then I'd build it, and then a lot of people would come and be like, oh, well, is that really mine? I don't know. Oh, well, let's go somewhere else. So I would go somewhere else, and I'd be like, all right, we're going to build it. There's nobody here, and this is going to be mine. And I'd build it, and then a bunch of people would come here, and would come and invent and do stuff, and I'd be like, oh, is that really mine? Ah, forget it. I'm just going to go somewhere else. Go somewhere else where there was nobody around and be like, all right, this time, nobody's here. This spot's going to be mine. So I invest in it, build it, blah, blah, and they'd be like, oh. Well, they kind of did it themselves a little bit. All right, fine. Well, let's go somewhere else. I did that probably 20 times, probably 30 times, building all over the world. going to places where there's no one around, building a mine, building a town. All right, this is going to be mine. And people would come, thunk, and be like, we're like, all right, fine, I'll go somewhere else. I've already done it 10 times already. I'm going to do it again. So I'd go off again. And I just did this over and 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 over again until there was just nothing left to do. I was like, oh well, okay, whatever. Guess I'll just live in it. So anyway, I did this over and over again, and there's records and what's called, and I had people, lots of people working for me. So, and they would do things I wanted them to do. I'd pay for it, and I would have roads built, places built, all kinds of stuff done, and provided such a huge record of not only photographs, records, and everything. Like, there's even records where medicine was officially started. I was like, all right, this is going to be the official start of medicine. And I'd have things made to basically present that this is the official start of medicine or whatever. And then I tried to, like, whenever I started anything new, I tried to make like a monument or something saying that this is my start of this. So other people, so because I knew later, because the thing is, when you're changing so much and when you're doing so much, it's like, did I start that then? Or did I start that then? Did I even start that at all? Where did I start? And I'm like, I forget it. I'll start it next time. I'll do better next time. So I just kept on doing all these markers and stuff, and to basically be like, this is my start right here of this. And I just kept doing that, and I did that over and over and over again. So just to like make it so it was completely obvious where I was, when I was, how I was. Because I was wondering, is there anybody else doing stuff? Is it just me? Or is anybody else inventing stuff? Like, or is it just my money, my people? I mean, what's going on here? I was like, anyway, I was getting lost in time and space. But anyway, but whatever, I mean, it's kind of one of those relative things. So anyway, but I kept on doing it, and I made a lot of money, and it was great, and made a lot of clothes, and invented a lot of new things, and got a lot of new things provided, like leather bags, alligator shoes, alligator suitcases, just all kinds of different things. Shellfish, fish, Japanese water gardens, which was really a water wheel at one point in time. Anyway, lots of stuff. I had a lot of fun, and great prosperity. Made a lot of money, I suppose, or at least made a lot of stuff. Changed the world. Gave the world everything it has, pretty much. And technically, even this chair was researched and done and constructed because I wanted people to have chairs. So everything, the paint, the tiles, the carpeting, this e-cigarette, in some way I paid for or had it invented for me and everyone else. So, although this is probably more a child just trying to do the same thing as me, trying to follow my footsteps. Good job. Not bad. Although a lot of the information and where they went to school, at that point in time, I'm like, I'm just going to pay for the schools. So they probably learned how to make this in a school, which I funded and was the start of. Cool, huh?